This next topic is a little tough to talk about. We're talking about school shootings. According to CNN, there has been at least 44 school shootings across the country since late August. And to talk more about this morning is our education expert, Ms. Jennifer Brinker with Greenwood Middle School. Ms. Brinker, I know a lot, this is on the mind of a lot of parents right now, especially since in light of that horrific school shooting in Minneapolis. We do know Friday, many students from across Indy joined together to go to the State House, voicing their concerns for more school safety in the classrooms. I guess kind of talk about where parents can even start if they want to talk about this with their child.
Yeah, it really depends on, you have to know your child and know where they're at, meet them where they're at to talk about developmentally. So it's kind of different for each age level. So I'll just start with elementary school. This is really the time when you're going to want to offer reassurance to your child. So, a good thing to tell your child is there are so many helpers. There are so many teachers, principals, secretaries, school resource officers who our number one job at school is to keep children safe. So reassuring them, essentially, there are way more good guys and helpers than bad guys out there. And just start that conversation going. And with your elementary kids, please try and limit what it is that they're seeing on the news. You don't want to completely shelter your kids and pretend this isn't a real thing. But the younger they are, it's really difficult for them to handle that.
Yeah, and I was going to say there's so many kids. There's a big age gap. You touched a little bit on elementary. What about middle school students?
Yeah, middle school, that's my specialty. That's where I work, is at a middle school. And these are the times where kids are seeing a lot more, especially on social media. So they are informed. They know a lot about school shootings and about safety issues. So start to have conversations that ask open-ended questions. What have you seen? What have you heard? And how are you feeling about this? And then you have to validate those feelings, whether it's fear, anxiety, anger. Even sometimes kids become numb because they've just seen so many of these types of things. So validate those feelings. But this is a great time to talk about your school's strategy to keep you safe. It's an Indiana law that schools have to have school safety drills, lockdown drills, active shooter drills, whatever your school wants to call it. And there are different strategies that are used. So you can talk to your child about what it is that they do, the conversations they've had at school about those drills. And this gives the kids a little bit of a feeling of control, which is going to help ease some of that anxiety. And then this is something I tell my middle school students all the time. If you see something, say something. Yeah. If a kid makes a comment, don't assume that somebody is joking. You have got to tell an adult, and you need to tell an adult as soon as possible.
I think that is all very well said, Ms. Brinker. And of course, this is something that we will continue to follow. I know there's some points that you didn't get to hit on, but we will touch on them online at WTHR.com. We'll have more information. And as always, Ms. Brinker, we appreciate you stopping by and sharing that very insightful information on a very tough topic. So much more 13 Sunrise when we get back, everyone.